Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to all my lovely and wonderful subscribers, and if you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe below and stay tuned. Today guys, it is another story time, but today I am going to be telling you guys my delivering story or birth story, whichever way they call it. Anyway guys, as you all know, I have three amazing beautiful kids. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. Okay, my 2 first pregnancy was similar, was the same. So I'm going to tell the story of my last baby, okay? So my 2 first pregnancy, when I was in labor, it was a long labor. The first one, my water broke in our room, and then when we went to the hospital, it was like my water broke around 8 or 9 in the night, and then when we went to the hospital, I was in labor till the next morning. Like I gave birth the next, so it was a long labor. It didn't progress very fast, and it got to a point because I was so tired. I was so tired, I was in pain around like 5 centimeters or whatever, or 4 centimeters. I asked for epidural because I was exhausted. I wasn't dilating fast, like it wasn't coming fast. It was so slow, and I was exhausted. My energy was gone. It was like a drag. So I got epidural. You know, when you get epidural, that's it. You're no longer in pain. You're just relaxed, you know, until it's time for you to push. They tell you to push, you push, you won't feel anything. That is how I had my first child. My second child, the water did not broke in the house. The water broke in the hospital actually, but also it was also a long labor. It's the thing of going in the night and having the baby the next morning. Something happened when I had my second baby in the hospital. I fell sick, but that's not the story I want to tell. Anyway, I'm going to tell the story of my last one because I felt like it was just God help. Anyway, so got pregnant for my last one. Was a nice pregnancy and all that, and got to the delivering day. So that particular day was Sunday. We had our hair day. We washed our hair. Me and my little girl, we washed our hair. I did her hair, I did my own hair, and we had a dinner at a friend's house that evening. Okay, their daddy was at work. It was supposed to come over for that dinner as well, because it was all our friends. So you know, it was a gathering of friends dinner. So I went over there for the dinner. Like I finished showering and all that, and I went to the toilet. I wipe. I can see a little bit of blood, and you remember what they tell you in the hospital: if you see any blood at some point, you have to come. But you know me and food, yeah, I too much love food. I was like, I'm not going down there. They're gonna waste my time. I'm gonna miss this dinner. I'm gonna go up there and eat my food. It wasn't my due date anyway, so I'm not expecting this baby to come today. So here I am. I went up to our friend's house, and I was like, you know the way girls talk now, yeah, we talk so much. I was like, I went to the toilet, I wiped, I could see blood. I don't know if there's anything, I don't know if everything is okay. And everyone was like, you have to go to the hospital. I'm like, what about the food? I'm here to eat the food. Like, you know, I'm not here to go to the, they're like, you have to go to the hospital. Remember what they say, if you wipe, blah, 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 if you see blood, come down, don't waste time. And they made me, we're like, okay, one of their dad's best friend was there. He's a guy. He's like, you know what, enter the car, I'm gonna drive you to that hospital myself and make sure if everything is okay. If everything is okay, you come back, you have your food. I'm like, oh my God, not today. So I went inside the car. On our way going there, me and he were just joking. I'm like, imagine if I have this baby in your car, what will you do? It's like, Biko, don't have this baby in my car, just wait until you get to the hospital. So we're just joking like that. We got down to the hospital, and he dropped me in front of the hospital. He said, oh, do I want him to come up? I said, you know what, you better go and eat the food before it get cold, yeah? And I know how these people do. Like sometimes they will keep you long, and I don't want to be wasting his time, you know. And I said, when I'm ready, I call you, you come back, you pick me. He's like, okay, that's fine. So he turned around, and I went upstairs because it was a weekend, so the day hospital is not open. So I met the receptionist, say go up, you know, the first floor. And I went up, and the nurse I met there was like, oh, is it your dude? I said no, but I wipe. I saw a little bit of blood, and she said, you know what, lie down, let me check you. Okay, so I lay down. She checked me. She said, you're not dilating, you okay? I stood up. I was sitting on the bed like this. She said, let her go and get my form, she's coming back, you know, let her go get the form. I said, okay. So immediately she left. Like even 1 second, 2 seconds, this woman left. It's like somebody gave me a punch down there. It's like boom. Like I felt like a grown man giving me a punch under them. I'm like, oh, what is that? And I screamed. Guys, I did not just do oh no, I was like and the woman came running back. It's like, what's going on? I said, I'm not, there's something going on. It's like there's something going. And she said, lie back again. I lie back. She put, like I'm telling you guys, just 2 seconds. This woman checked me before. I wasn't dilating. She put her hand, he said, and I was like, what is? She's like, this baby is coming, oh. She ran to tell, ran to her office to call the delivering people upstairs, because she's not the delivering people. This is where you come and you get checked. She rang them and said, get the delivery room already, oh. Before she ran back, another punch again. It's like boom. I was like, ah. That is the way I was screaming. And she's like, this baby is coming. I said, no, go get me epidural. Go get me epidural. Go get me epidural. I'm not having this baby without that. She said, look at me. You have passed the time of epidural. I can't give it to you. This baby is coming. I can literally see the head of this baby. It's coming. I said, go get me epidural. She ran. She got the wheelchair. I was leaning. I couldn't stand. Like under there was on fire. Remember, I have never experienced labor this extent. Like I'm always, when it's 4 centimeter or whatever, I'm like, hey, madam, give me that epidural, okay? Thank you. It was intense. It was serious pain. I couldn't stand. I was like, ah. Everybody in this hospital will hear me screaming. Even if you're the first gate of this hospital, you could hear my voice. That is how painful it was, and that is how in pain I was. I wasn't ready to hold it back. I was screaming. I was like, ah, ah. I keep telling her, you told me that I was not in labor. She said the time I checked you, you were not in labor. I said, then what happened? She said, I don't know. So she managed to put me on the wheelchair. And she started wheeling me upstairs. As she was wheeling me upstairs, I was still saying to her, I need epidural, I need epidural, I need epidural. I'm not having this baby without epidural. I'm not having it. She said, Justina, it has passed the stage of giving you epidural. You're not getting it. Please, stop it. I was like, We got to the delivery room. The delivery room was already ready. They managed to lift me up. Oh my God, I couldn't stand. I was screaming. So because she's on this side. So I held her clothes like this. This is the way I held this woman's clothes. And this is the way my hand was, because I was shaking. All my body was vibrating. I needed to hold something. This is the way I held this woman's clothes. And every other nurse in that room was saying, Justina, let her go, please. Let her go. She need to go down to the first floor because she's not the delivering nurse. I'm like, no way. This is the way I heard this one. Give me epidural. Give me epidural. You can't get epidural. They just put me on the bed, open your leg and all that. And she said, it's time to push. Justina, it's time. The baby's head was literally out. And I'm like, I'm not pushing. I need epidural. I need epidural. When I was still screaming that I needed, and the woman is still by my side, though. I'm still holding that woman like this. Today you will deliver baby. Next time when somebody come in, make sure that person is in labor. Although it's not her fault anyway, I was holding this woman like this. I'm like, As I was saying, I am not pushing. Another punch is like, bam! And this baby came flying out. I didn't push, I didn't as much as did no. Another punch is like boom, and this baby just went sha, hey, and immediately that baby just went sha. My scream reach heaven, even reach hell as well, reach everywhere on these 4 corners of earth. It reached them because I was like on top of my voices. Guys, if you have not experienced this pain, I can't explain it to you until you have, you have witnessed it with your own eyes. It was the most painful thing in this planet. Whoever came up with epidural, I thank you so much for your wonderful kindness, because hey, it was painful. Okay, immediately after I pushed this baby, there's another of our friend that was, immediately I left, she started coming. She heard that I was going down. She's like, oh no, I'm going down with a man. No, she's a woman. So she started coming down. Anyway, she started coming down to the hospital. She came, and when she came inside the delivery room, this was like literally, everything happened literally within 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I'm not joking. She came inside. She said she came up looking for me, and they say I'm in the delivery. She's shocked. She's like, delivery room already? She came inside the delivery. I was already holding the baby. She's like this. How did this? How? Like literally everything happened under 10 to 15 minutes. This baby was already out on my hand like this. Like, it was like she couldn't even believe it. The person that dropped me, their daddy's closest friend that called, and she's like, she has given birth though. He's like, what? And remember, me and him, when he was dropping me and him was joking. I'm gonna have this baby in your car. Assuming we waited another few minutes, I could have had that baby either in his car or in the house, in our friend's house. Those two places would have been where it could have happened. Like, it was just another thing altogether. Water did not break. Like, it was like, I don't know what went on. And when I look at Killian, my last child now, everything about him is horrid. Like, I always tell him, this is you from day one. This is your life from the beginning of time. Like, he doesn't understand. Wait, calm down, give me a few seconds, give me a few minutes. He wants it now. He's like, everything about him is like, now, today, tomorrow. No, I can't wait tomorrow. I can't wait 5 minutes. Give it to me. I want it now. So this is how this baby came out. Like, I was not ready to push, but he was not ready to have it either. It's like, woman, excuse me. It's time for me to come out of here. Like, he just shut himself out of my, where literally shut himself out of there without even any wasting time. And oh my God, like, when I look back to that delivery, like, everything was out of my control. I wasn't in control at all. Like, I wasn't, whereby the other ones I was giving orders. I was like, oh, I want it this way, oh no, I want this, oh no. Like, everything was out of my, everything I planned was shut out of the door. Like, immediately started happening. There was nothing that was in my control. He was in control. The person that wanted to come out was in control of the whole thing. Anyway, yeah, this is the story of how I had my last child. And guys, believe it or not, this child of mine is always in a hurry. Like, he beat everybody in this house up. He fight like crazy. He is always, like this. This is him. This is this child. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. This is where this lovely story is going to end. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.